What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of That Guy and This Guy,
The podcast.
the podcast.
It's been a good week.
It has been a pretty good week.
Hey, look, we've been asking you guys to get on Spotify, come see us, and we added a video on there last week, and it did really good.
Yeah.
You know, vegans don't really want to be vegans, and if you don't know why, go check out last week's video.
They agreed with us. They're like, you know what? You're absolutely right. We're terrible humans. We don't want to be this.
Straight from the mouths of ex-vegans.
Yeah, we got a lot of messages actually from people being like, help us.
You know what else we got?
What do we got?
We got another person on
we
the show
do.
today.
We got a third person.
A challenger appears.
Hey y'all, this is what do you want him to call you? D Duran? How you want to be known?
Like, what do you want? What do you want to be known?
Definitely call Daddy. No, just call me Durant.
Duran.
Duran. So Duran was whenever you'd like hear us talking about our producer or whatever, this is who we were talking about. This is the dude that falls asleep in the middle of a podcast, so don't be surprised if you hear some snoring.
Yeah, but not today. I mean, he was holding up kangaroos, buff-ass kangaroos, and things like that.
Kangaroos.
But now we got him on the show, and we're actually looking to get some more people on the show. So don't be surprised if we reach out and have some more guests on here.
I think that's the thing, like, we've kind of talked about, like, ideally this would not just be me and you every week. Like, we
No.
want to get everybody involved in what we're doing.
I mean, because our opinions are mostly right.
Yeah, they're always right, actually.
I mean, except for when we disagree, then you're wrong and I'm right.
Right,
But
then you're wrong and I'm right. Yes, correct.
now we got an outside opinion, or at least a third opinion on this.
Mhm.
And potentially a fourth opinion going forward. So, let us know what y'all think.
Stay tuned.
If you want to join, comment, send us a DM, let us know.
But hey, Mike,
Oh, what's up?
Durant, I got a question for you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got something for you guys.
What is it?
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
waiting all week for this.
So, all right, so real quick, just so like we have like a rundown, we have a script of what we're gonna do, and you just write like keywords, like very vague things in the script. So I have no idea what the hell some of these topics are.
Yeah.
And like I read it and I'm like, what could this even possibly be?
So, like, the first one here is Facebook washing machine.
Yeah, what? What does that even mean?
Oh, we about to find out.
Hey, so check this out. So, your wife
Got
shared
one
a
of those.
post today.
My wife?
Yeah, on Facebook. It was, about keeping your kids away from the front of the washing machine.
Yes, I saw that.
Right. And, I think it was just a freak accident.
I
that
agree.
happened, right? But nonetheless, I feel like there is always somebody in the comments who says some stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. The post literally is talking about how a baby was up against a front load washing machine,
Mhm.
and he was watching it as it was spinning, and then the glass broke. It got the baby's terrible. But then you go into the comments, and there's a guy who posts an ad in the comments where all of these moms and women are talking, and it says, "Are you willing to sell your nails or feet pictures? I would pay you awesomely. Just DM my Snapchat." Then he puts his Snapchat in there, or text my cell phone number and puts his cell phone number. And it says, "I pay through Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal." And I swear to you, this was on a comment where all these moms are on there talking about how terrible it is that this washing machine blew up in this baby's face.
First of all, how did we get here? What about the baby? My man is solely concerned about getting some pictures.
So like that's just wrong, right? That's
Next level.
yeah,
a-hole.
like what the hell are you thinking? But now I'm gonna hit you with this. What would have been smart is somebody who fixes washing machines to come in there and be like, "Has this happened to you? You have a front load washing machine that exploded on your 1-year-old child?" Call me. I can fix that. for you.
Honestly, I thought that's where he was going with that. And
At
then
first I
when-
did too. Yeah.
it
I
took-
mean, it would have been great even this, I still think in a way is great marketing, right? Because you want feet and nail pics of women, so why not go to a post that
Hold on, hold
a
on.
bunch of women are going to
Oh, okay,
respond
yeah.
on?
I thought you were saying
Right?
I want feet.
No,
and nails.
this guy.
do you?
Ironically, his name is Michael.
It
What?
is ironic because you hate feet.
I did.
Yeah.
We're not going to get on the list of things that Michael hates today, but
Like, what
we
the hell is
will.
wrong with this guy?
We will record that for Patreon, and we will have the top 10 things that Michael hates. Only for those who decide to sign up for our Patreon once we hit 100, 100 subscribers.
Yeah. I still can't wrap my head around why though.
I don't. So my thinking
Is this something
like,
you would do, Duran? Hold on. Is this?
No.
This seems like some shit. Was it? This
No.
seems like some shit he
No.
would do.
No, but my thing is, what if it's a guy who sends him those feet pics or nail pics, and can he tell?
I mean,
I mean, I feel like you could, but what if he just like sneaks some pics of his girl's feet and sends it to him?
people have done that. That's not uncommon, and I think that's a great marketing idea. Wink, wink, wife. So when we start getting all these new awesome things, I'll just tell a little white lie like, no, yeah, I gotta raise their work.
Dude, the amount of money these women make for selling feet pics is ridiculous.
So here's my thing: like, morally, is it wrong to like take pictures of your wife's feet while she's asleep and then
Mhm.
make money if you're bringing the income back in the house?
See how you
Like,
rationalize
she knows
it?
nothing about it.
Yeah,
Mm. But are you sharing this money with her?
yeah. Oh, we living like the Jeffersons, baby. We riding
She
in
gonna
the-
be like, "Where that extra money come
I don't
from?"
think it is. It's
Thank
just
you,
it's just feet, bro.
Thank you, honey.
You know, if it was like something more intimate, yeah, that'd be super super fucked up. But it's just pictures of feet.
It's like a safe
Oh.
way to do to give somebody like a guilty pleasure or their kink. You know, your wife wants an island. That's like 7 pictures right there.
But
Send
then
them
you
to-
gotta know, like, there's dudes out there that are,
yeah.
to your wife's feet pics.
They gonna be walking around looking too.
I mean,
Cell phone. Hey, it's you. Me? Yes. These are your feet. Like, then you gotta explain to your wife. Look, I've made $250,000 this month off of your
yeah,
feet.
like, all right, you asked why we were rich. Look, this is what I've been doing.
it's a once in a million lifetime chance that guy will find those feet.
Man, my
I
luck
don't
though.
know. Yeah, you're lucky to be your neighbor next door.
Right. That would. I don't think it's like. I really don't think it's morally wrong. Because, like I said, it's nothing. It's not really anything intimate. And if you're not making money off of it,
Yeah.
you're just being a creep.
You just
then
sending
that's-
random feet pics on
Yeah.
Facebook to people.
Yeah, then obviously that's a whole nother story. But
Like so that can go to some really dark places. I've known some people to break up with their exes and then they have those pictures and they send them out just to try to spite that person.
If my wife
All right, so that's-
sent me feet pics, we'd have a definite problem.
for real,
Yeah.
if she was just like, "Hey, I got something to show you," and then just all right, we can't get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't get into it, but I am curious, like, why it's such a thing for you.
No.
Get us to 100 subscribers, and we can hear this story on our Patreon. Apparently,
But until then, Glenn,
yes.
I want to try this.
What do you want to try?
So, what do you want to talk about? That was more like phone sex.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't.
man.
I didn't like that.
I'm not sure.
I'll let you stick to that.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I think
it was
that's kinda-
different.
Hold on, you do it. You do it, Duran.
What do you want to talk about?
No.
that felt even worse than mine.
yeah, that
It
felt like you're not allowed within like 100 yards of a school.
Okay.
Felt like he just started an OnlyFans call. So what do you want to talk about?
Okay, so
I
let me
don't
try
want to
again.
talk.
So what do you want to talk about?
Nah,
Lighter?
I think it's me.
Eh,
That's
is
my
it?
thing.
But
It's you.
what do you got?
What do I have?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got. Oh, do you want to do a would you rather?
Yeah.
Because I got a pretty interesting would you rather, I think.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. And then we'll get but then I got some other questions, but This would you rather has like I don't know why it's been I've been thinking about it like all day. And we have like a third or we have another person now, so
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. All right. So there's a caveat to this would you rather specifically because of you, Michael. All right?
Okay.
And I'll explain, okay?
All right.
So would you rather relive your most embarrassing moment once a month for the rest of your life,
All right.
or would you rather moan every time you use the bathroom? Now, the caveat with you is you don't use public restrooms, so you have to use public restrooms in this situation, in this scenario. So every time you're going to the bathroom, taking a piss, it's just a, oh, something like that.
That don't bother me at all.
You're so
That does not. It would bother me more to have to use a public restroom than to have to moan. Uncomfortable situations don't bother me. So like,
That's pretty. I don't know.
I wouldn't be uncomfortable though. I think the guy 2 stalls over trying to piss, who's just sitting there like do, and he just and then he looks like, what the hell was that? And then I'm just like, I don't know, dog. What was it?
But like, is it a long moan or is it a short moan or just is it a moan in general? Is it a quick one?
I don't know. Give me what you think your moan would be.
I don't know. For me, I'm childish, so I'd be like, oh. Hey, I am way too comfortable with doing that. Every time I would go to the bathroom extra just so I could do that and see the reactions. Because what is he gonna do to me?
Just
Do you
imagine
do
a
you wanna
full
find
like
out?
police officer standing there. He's like, I gotta use the bathroom really quickly, and you're
But,
in
like,
the stall.
Okay, but think how awkward it is. Like there's little kids in there.
Kids
Doesn't
are
bother
bad. They don't care.
I mean, it's just
They
a
gonna laugh probably.
little innocent little kid in there just trying to use the restroom.
They don't know what
All
it
of a sudden,
is.
Duran out here with his.
They're gonna be like, Daddy, why did he make that? Just get out of here, son.
I think I'm with you guys, but I don't know if I am with you guys actually.
I mean,
I don't even know what my most embarrassing moment would be though.
I know what mine is, and I don't care to. Even if I relived it, it wouldn't be worse.
What's your most embarrassing moment then?
So when I turned 7, we had a birthday party for me and my brother. My brother's birthday is 6 days after mine. So we always had him on the 19th or somewhere around there. And my mom got us cakes. She had us blow out the candle, and then she was like, lean down and take a picture in front of your cake. So, like, we leaned over the cakes. We're smiling for the camera. And she comes up, and she slams our heads into the cake. First time she ever did it. My eyes were wide open. Icing, everything got in my eyes. So when I came up, my eyes were watering. I was pissed off, and I was crying because there was icing and everything. All of my friends were there going, he's crying like a baby, and like pointing. So I went in the house, locked myself in the bathroom. I'd relive it every month.
That's not even. I feel like you were 7.
Yeah, but
I feel like a lot of people would have that reaction.
So
That's,
you know
no,
what? I had a bunch of friends at school talking crap.
No.
I haven't really had.
First off, I
don't get
know that's a
embarrassed.
lie because you didn't have a bunch of friends.
I did.
No.
This was when I was in Texas.
Nobody believed. Oh,
Yeah, this was before I came to Kansas City.
So
And they were like, "You're a Broncos fan?"
I just really
No.
feel like that's not that embarrassing.
It was for me. That's probably the most embarrassing I've had.
Huh.
I just don't.
Not share. You're like,
I
hey, I
just-
already picked the other.
I just don't feel like that was embarrassing.
I don't either.
Like that happened. I still slam little kids' cakes. I mean, faces in the cakes as a grown man right now, and
I
they're
get
fine.
that, but I'm just saying for me as a little kid, in front of all of my classmates, and then next day or Monday at school, they sitting there like, you cried at your birthday party, and then took off. Like I was like when what's his name got his chain snatched by Debo. My grandma gave me that.
Oh,
Ran
you
to
did the
car.
red and you ran
That's
to the
how I ran
bathroom.
that's how I ran in the house.
The more important question is when you locked yourself in the bathroom, did you moan when you peed?
Yeah, I was peeing the whole time, just going ah.
You gotta add the cry.
Mom was like, what the hell is going on in there?
Dude, I really wish I could think of what my most embarrassing moment would be.
I think I got one, but I think when I tell the story, people are like, "That's cool as shit," and I'm like, "It is cool as shit because I got some scars." But like, it was embarrassing. Like, how did you do that? But
You gotta tell
Yeah,
it now.
you can't just like leave us
Right.
hanging now.
oh, you guys want to know?
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't-
we getting in there. So, I was 5. I don't know why.
Why
We
does that
do.
happen to everybody when you're young? Because I started thinking, I think I got what mine would be too. So we'll go on.
So I was 5. We were having a party because one of our family members died, and not celebrating their death, but just like, oh, they had a good life, and
Oh, yeah,
you know,
I
hey,
gotta
you
say,
know,
you started
whatever.
off.
We were having a
a
party
party
'cause they
some,
died.
somebody
I'm
died.
I'm
so-
liked him
five.
anyway.
So the morals that are going on in the party didn't have nothing to do with me. So if they were celebrating that man dying, I would never know. I was happy. I was eating chicken. So I'm downstairs. We're playing. We're playing tag. I'm like, I got a game plan. So I open these 2 doors up. I'm like, this is my way out. I'm the fastest. Nobody's gonna catch me. So he finds me. I'm running as fast as lightning. I get into the room where I open these 2 doors, and this is where things got weird. First off, I noticed that the lights were off. I turned them on. Then, as I proceeded to get closer to the door, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to get outside. I'm about to win. As I got close to both of these glass doors that I just opened, I realized they are not open anymore. And that I'm about to go through these glass doors. So I cover up my face. And as I covered up my face, I shattered both of these doors. Immediately, first thought in my head is, I'm about to get a whooping.
not how you doing running
not
through
not
a
even
glass
caring
door.
about me running through the doors. I'm like, I'm about to get the whooping. Grandma darts downstairs. She sees me, bursts into tears. So she's crying, I'm crying, and I'm like, oh my God, they about to whoop me out. I'm trying to explain it to my grandma what happened, and she just passed out. I'm like, oh, this is went from bad to
We
worse.
celebrating the funeral, and now my
Almost
grandma
died.
might have
I
died.
was like,
right
oh
here.
my God. Say all the adults come down there, everybody yelling, who broke this? Who did this? And I'm just like, I was trying to play. And then they was like, take your jacket off. So I take my jacket off, and they're like, oh my God. And I look down, and on my arm here, I had the scars cut open pretty deep. And it was just blood everywhere. How I did not see any of this, I do not know.
What's up with y'all and blood everywhere?
I don't know.
It was everywhere.
But that doesn't even sound embarrassing either. You're just stupid. What?
He said I'm just stupid.
All right, so mine, the only one I can think of, and this was pretty embarrassing because, first off, I wasn't 5 or 6 or 7. I was like fucking 15.
Oh, so you're stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew
Yeah,
better.
dude. All right, so and it's just embarrassing because of like, so all right, so I was playing baseball, and I was playing second base, and I'd never played second. This is literally like the first time I'd ever played second base. What? Why you?
I
giving
just
that?
realized what my embarrassing moment.
Oh,
was.
you got one. You got one that's more.
Yeah. Go
And
ahead.
so I was playing second base, and the batter hits the ball. I couldn't see it. I had no idea where the ball went.
Oh boy.
So I just broke to my right. It was like hoping it was gonna be over that way. It was not. It was hit the other way. So I was like, all these people around me, all my teammates and everything, just looking at me like, you are the dumbest motherfucker ever. I swear to God, I couldn't see the ball though. I had no idea. Dude,
Oh man, they sat you on the bench after that.
dude, they should have. And you know what's funny is, like my best friend was there. It's like one of the only games he'd ever came to, and he was there, and he saw me just look like a complete and absolute
It was like,
idiot.
this is why I don't come to your game.
Yeah, dude, that was embarrassing. And then to like have to stay on the field after that and
afterward,
like
yeah.
finish the game, finish the inning, dude, it was. Yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing that I can think of. I'm sure there's something else, but
Well, I just thought of this. So I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but like a lot of teenagers get this, and it's first off, it's not an STD. Okay?
Oh.
Let's start with
I
that.
thought you were gonna say a boner.
No, but like
I've had one. Or
have
two
you
in my
ever
life.
had like an infection in your tubes down there? There's a name for it.
I can't say I
And it
have.
happens, and there's no specific reason behind it. Like
I
Right.
No,
Okay. So
I
so
can't
I'm gonna
say
tell
I
you.
have.
I'm gonna tell you this story because it was embarrassing on twofold. Because one, I had to tell. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I had to tell my mom I had to go to the hospital because my balls was hurting that bad. And then two, I got at the time, I'm 16 and I got possibly one of the cutest nurses I thought I ever seen.
wow.
And I had to focus not to get a boner during this. Right? So I went to bed and everything was fine. I ended up watching it was the night that I watched oh man, I can't think of the name of the movie, but it was a scary movie. I watched it. I woke up the next morning, got up, and I was like, man, I gotta go pee. Stood up and immediately fell to my knees in pain. My stomach hurt, my balls was hurting. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I was just like, and you saw how my old house was, right? So like this was on Freeman. So we had, my room was the only room in the basement. And then I had a bathroom, there was a family room in the basement, and then you had to go up the stairs into the kitchen, the living room, my mom's room, my sister's room, and then they had a bathroom upstairs. So like I fall to my knees and now I'm like crawling. I'm like on all fours, slowly crawling all the way across the floor. I get to the stairs and I climb up the stairs slowly. I swear this took like 45 minutes from my room all the way upstairs. I got into the kitchen and I just laid on my back and screamed out, "Mama!" Don't know why I always scream her name. So she come in the kitchen and I'm like, "Mama, I need to go to the hospital." Why? I can't really tell you.
Oh man.
Why do you need to go to the hospital? I don't know what it is, but my nuts hurt.
Yeah, that conversation probably didn't go over too well.
And she's like, "Were you doing something?" And I was like, "Mama, I swear I didn't." And she was like, Have you had sex?"
Oh
And
my
I'm just like,
god.
"Oh no, I gotta explain if I did." And at the time, I was still a virgin, so I was like, "No."
How
And,
old were you? You said 20?
Yeah, 24.
Okay.
So
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
nothing wrong at all being a 24-year-old married person, and a virgin. But no, so she takes me to the hospital. It was the longest ride ever because bumps everywhere and every bump hurt.
Oh, I know you hit them bumps.
Yeah.
You was on Rainbow Road.
It was rough. So I get there, and my doctor was a male, but my nurse, she was a cute nurse. And then the whole time, like, they're like, "Okay, we need you to take your clothes." And I'm like, "Mama, I need you to get out." She was like, "I birthed you. I've seen it all before." And I'm just like, "I don't care. I need you to get out." And so now it's me, the nurse, and then she goes and gets another nurse to come in because they can't be in there with a minor by themselves.
Well,
And the other nurse is like, "Do you want me to turn around?" And I'm just like, "I don't care." At
You're
this
like,
point.
no, I want you.
I'm
to
just
look."
focused. I'm like sitting there focused, like, "Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't
don't do it." And yeah, that was probably my most embarrassing moment.
All right, now do you want to relive that
No.
once a month for
No.
the rest of your
I'll
life?
moan in the bathroom.
yeah,
I
that
will moan every hour in the bathroom if you need me to.
I think that's like the consensus that we have here is that we're all childish and we will moan when we pee. Before you even got the other option out, I was like, I'm definitely moaning in the bathroom. I can't
that's-
wait till he asks me.
That is crazy.
Hey, so I do got another question for y'all.
Oh,
So, what would you do if you're married with kids
Mm-hmm.
and then you find out, let's say 3 kids,
Mm-hmm.
been together 10 years.
why are you just describing my life right now, my guy?
Well,
I feel attacked.
I
that
do
is
feel
rough.
I feel attacked
is
right
rough.
now.
Okay,
little
let's
bit.
say 2 kids, 5 years.
Okay.
Let's say 4 kids, 12 years.
All right, perfect.
Okay. And you do a DNA ancestry test and find out, you see where it's going,
Yeah,
that your wife
Uh-huh.
is your cousin.
I did not see where that was going.
Oh wow. Actually, it's funny because at work I was just talking to this with a coworker, and I would just be like, "This is why it's important for us to know our family because
Yeah.
you just don't know if you was having a fling, you really like this person, it's going good, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, I'm about to go see my Uncle Willie. You got an uncle named Willie too? Yeah, what's his last name?
It's a scary moment.
And at that moment, it's you can never look that person in the face. So now when you go to the family reunion and she's there, it's bad. They're like, "What's wrong with y'all? This your first cousin?" You like, I know.
Are you speaking from experience?
Am I?
Yeah, it's actually funny you bring that up because my wife is my cousin.
Hey,
You know what they say, man?
This
Keep it
ain't-
in the family.
this ain't even the South.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Like,
I don't know.
Look, you've done everything that you could
Yeah,
have done.
like at that point, like
So do you stay with her, or do you like, we're family, I can't do this?
why does my family not recognize her? Is the question. Like, why? How did we invite all these people to the wedding that's supposed to be our family, and no one was like, "Hey,
all right,
y'all-"
well, let's not assume they're first cousin. Like let's
Yeah,
distant
Okay.
cousins, but still like blood related.
yeah.
That's still
Let's
a
say
heavy.
they got the same like great grandmother.
That's still a heavy pill to swallow. Like,
the
I would.
same great grandmother. Look, all right. What I'm gonna say is gonna sound fucked up, right? We all came from the same person at one point or another, right?
Yeah, but that
Eventually, like
that was a long
if
way
you-
down that line.
if you keep going far enough back, we're all related.
I mean, yeah,
It's
but
a
that's a
long
that's
way
a
down that
heavy
line.
that's a heavy caveat right there.
It's I'm not saying like I don't know. I probably God, dude.
like
And
'cause
then you have to like explain how your kids are like that's my son, nephew.
My
like
son-
you're and then the crazy part is you're happy. Like, you've been with this person, you guys are
Yeah.
living it up, you reproducing, and then they like, oh.
that just throw everything.
Can,
out,
can we
yeah.
take another one?
So basically, what you're saying is like the safe bet is just like don't do a DNA ancestry.
Right.
don't
don't do that.
do one of those.
Don't.
So there was a time that me and my wife thought we might have been cousins for about 3 hours.
3 hours,
Yeah,
dude. That sounds so
the
scary.
the
It
panic
is
that was building
scary
up
as
in
hell.
your heart had
we
to be.
were. So her dad's a pastor,
Mhm.
and he had his own church at the time. He still has his own church, but it's a different one. He had it, and it was a very small church, so everybody who came there was family. I started going with Brittany, and so it was like I was probably one of the only people who wasn't family. And we get there one Sunday, and right in the front of the church is my grandmother's sister. And I look at Brittany and I say, "Hey, is she related to you?" At this point, we've been dating about a year. Is she related to you? And she goes, "I've seen her before, but I don't know." And so we had to sit through Black People Church, which is about 3 hours roughly. It started at 11, ended around 2.
Oh my God, kill me.
Yeah. So we sat through that the whole time, not holding hands, not touching, not looking at each other, barely saying much because I'm sitting there like I told her, I was like, "That's my granny's sister." And she goes, "Granny's sister?" And then I was like, "Oh, I pray she's not." Like, I was in church praying more than I was listening to the word. I'm just like, please don't let this be related because this is going to be a hell of a way to end a relationship. And yeah, turns out she was just a family friend, thankfully. But that was a long 3 hours to ask her dad that.
God,
It was
you
like, "Hey,
dodged
are
a
y'all
bullet."
related?" And he was like, "No, that's just a family friend." We're like, "Okay."
Dodged a bullet right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I could say I've been in that boat before too. That's definitely scary. I don't like that at all. Like,
Well, you can't just be like, I've been in that boat before and not tell us how.
I'm getting there.
Oh, I don't know. You're very long-winded
You gotta
sometimes.
dive into it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I want.
That's just me. Well, I mean, it's just a friend of a friend of a friend happened to be my actual relative, and so we started going back and forth between genealogies, just like Michael. And I was like, wait, some of them names sound a little bit too familiar. So you got some pictures or something? And then the pictures started lining up with the family trees, and I just got upset, and I was like, you know what? This is becoming a little bit too weird because it's too late now. We're invested.
How long were you in that?
That was like
Wait, hold on. It's too late now. We invested.
Yeah, what?
You was just like, hey, we in this now.
You're like, hey, so
yeah, we're invested. It's too late now.
all right, so you're saying if you found out, you wouldn't have cared. You'd have
well,
been like,
now they
eh.
no, I care, but now
Now
You're
they
like, but
got
not
2
enough to
kids.
stop like
This is-
smashing.
this is us, and this is something we gonna die with.
And now they married with 2 kids.
That's it.
No, I'm just
Michael Jackson, bam. So,
Man, that's the kind of stuff that'll send you insane.
cause you just, how did you not know? It's just too many questions.
Speaking of insane, you guys ever been to an like I won't say insane, a mental health institution?
Like an abandoned one or like just
no,
like in general?
no, like a running, fully functioning one.
I have not.
I have not either.
Wait, have
Oh.
you?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah, I got locked in one.
What?
Yeah,
Hold on. What?
yeah. I mean, not by choice, but also like I wasn't a patient. So
I'm even more confused.
okay.
now.
So the years of me being 15 to 18, a bunch of crazy shit happened, right? So these are what's called the Van Chronicles, like when me
The Van
and
So I've heard some stories about the Van
Yeah.
Chronicles. But
yeah. So
Mhm.
you'll hear some stories maybe on here, but this wasn't the Van Chronicles. This was me and my mom. So my brother, not my oldest, but my second oldest brother, at one point had an involuntary, like got put into one involuntary because they weren't sure if he tried to do anything or not.
Sure, sure.
But there's a 3-day hold. He went in on a Friday. They don't count Saturday, Sunday. So he was there until Wednesday at the latest. So Saturday, me and my mom go up to Rainbow Mental Institution.
Okay.
It is right down the street from KU.
Is it
Hospital.
still open?
It is. If you ride down 7th Street, you'll see it. It's gated. It has like big ass gates with barbed wire across the top like a prison. So when you walk into the main building has the workers waiting area and then a locked door, glass door, so you can see out. Then when outside of that door, there's this big open like field space where they can be outside and enjoy the weather but can't get out. That's where the gates are with the barbed wire so they can't climb. And then on the other side of that, there is another building, and this is where the ping pong tables are. And let me tell you, they really do have ping pong tables in there. Like in the movies when you see it, and they're just like playing ping pong by themselves. There was literally a guy playing ping pong by himself.
Was it Great Khali?
No,
Was he winning?
he was not messing up. So I don't know if you can call it winning, but you're locked up, so I guess it's not really winning.
Hold on, real quick, just because I'll forget. When I was in college, so I went to University of Central Missouri, and we had in our rec hall we had a ping pong table,
Yeah.
and like me and at the time my girlfriend and her roommate got like really into ping pong, and like we went out and we bought like ping pong paddles, and we like wrote I think mine said Grandmaster Pong on it. And, like they had like other nicknames and stuff written on their ping pong paddles. Literally every night, dude. Like we got into it to we started like
Competitive ping pong.
well, not even but like we started making kind of like a mockery of it. And like there was like at one point I went and got a sweatband for my head.
Oh.
I put on eye black. I had a mouth guard, and I was just out there just like wrecking people.
I
Ping
would have
pong.
talked about you so bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
He would have definitely been on Facebook. I'm like, look at this mofo right here.
Now, I was doing this ironically,
Right. Right.
but yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
on.
so we get there. They buzz us in. We go in. We walk across the little way to the second building. We sit down and have a very enjoyable conversation with my brother. He's doing good. Everything's good. We get ready to leave after about an hour. And that's where the shit started. So we leave. We walk out. We go back to the other building. And nobody's at the front desk. We see a family sitting at the waiting area. So we knock on the door. It's a mom, a dad, and a kid. The kid's looking right at us. The mom and dad are doing that awkward, like, don't look.
Don't look at him.
And then they turn the kid's head so he's not looking because they think we're patients banging on the door. So my mom goes, hey, go back to that other building and see if there's a worker there that you can tell to let us out. So I walk back, and it's probably like 20 feet to the other building. Walk in the doors, I see no one. The kitchen's over there, everything. I see no one. I walk around the little ping pong area. The guy who was playing the whole time we were there, gone. My brother, gone. Don't know where the hell they're at. So I walk back out. I'm going back to my mom. And out of nowhere, to my left, I hear, I think I know him. I look over, and I see this lady full speed sprinting towards me.
Oh my God.
So I start power walking to my mom. I'm like, I can't hit a woman, but my mama can. So I start power walking. By the time I made it to my mom, this woman caught up to us. And she goes, how y'all doing? Grabs my hand, holds my hand, and she's swinging it, and reaches for my mom's hand, misses, but she like grabs all on her titty and everything.
Side boob? Oh, man.
Hold on, I don't like that you just said your mom's titty. I don't like that.
Hey.
It is what
You
it
be
is.
respectful.
She grabbed all on her bosom,
Okay.
Side bosom.
her milk maker.
No.
And my mom,
You
like,
leave Miss Jackie alone.
my mom like pushes her hand off, and the lady's like swinging my hand. And when they're strong as hell, cause she had a good grip.
Who's they?
She had a good grip, right? Not getting me in trouble. And then so like she's just sitting there talking about how's the family going? Da, like having this full conversation, and we're just looking at each other like, what the hell is going on? So then my brother ends up coming back to the area he was at, and he's banging on the glass like trying to get our attention. So we see him and we start walking back, and she yells, I'm not gonna let him get you. She sprints off in the other direction she came from.
With you?
No.
Oh.
And then disappears. And we're like, okay. So we walk in the building. We're walking up to my brother. And this woman comes out of nowhere, and she's like, you not gonna hurt them. And he goes, this is my mama and my brother. And she goes, oh, okay. And then walks away. And I don't know what the hell happened. But, oh yeah, that was one other thing that was funny about it afterwards. As she was sprinting towards us, and she grabbed my hand and was swinging it, some guy was smoking a cigarette, and he just yells out, you don't know them people, leave them alone. And she responded, I know them, this is my family. We're just like, just because we all black, we ain't your family. And since that day, I have refused. For the longest time, when I went to KU, I had to go the back way, the back route, because I did not want to drive past there.
How long were you locked in there in total?
So we went there. We visited about an hour. We were probably locked in for like another 20 minutes.
But still, that's
But
like
it was the longest
that's
20
still
minutes.
yeah, that still feels like a very traumatizing experience.
Because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like you don't know why these people were in here.
Yeah.
And the way she sprinted towards me, like I didn't know what the hell she was about to do.
If that was me, she would have got some CQC real quick. That's close quarters combats for you guys who don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Or some hoo-ha, Johnny Bravo there one time.
Dude, I'm with him. Like
You-
I know you
Yeah, but
you,
like-
you said I can't hit a woman, but
But she's
But then for the next 17 minutes, you got to stand over her, land on the ground, because nobody's around to come pick her up.
yeah, dude, but then you can just be like, I don't know what happened.
But you shouldn't run
You're
up
in the
on
mental
people
state,
you
but, like
don't know.
she literally just fell down.
Dude smoking a cigarette.
She
gonna be
ran.
like,
I didn't see
I
shit.
told you to leave him the hell alone. He seemed like hella cool. though.
Was he like? Was he a patient there too?
He was, but
Oh,
like, he
okay.
seemed like he had his head on
he
straight.
was like, you don't know them people.
Yeah.
I thought he was like maybe like a janitor, but still was just like, fuck
Nah.
you guys, I don't care.
Nah,
You guys are stuck in here.
nope. He seemed like he had it all straight, and it just didn't.
See, the
Didn't
part
work
where
out.
you messed up is where people disappeared and you didn't know where anybody
Yeah,
was.
dude,
That's
that's-
what would have onset
Well,
the
that's the
CQC.
thing. The whole time we were there, we only saw two people. The people who, like the front desk attendant,
Uh-huh.
and then there was somebody in the kitchen, like cleaning up after their lunch, because we went right after lunch.
And that was it.
And that's the only two people we saw.
And they
in the
dipped
whole time.
out like after
Mm.
you saw.
Well,
them.
and then the guy, when he gets back to the desk, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I had to go to the bathroom for 20 fucking minutes. 20 minutes? You know what we had to deal with in this 20 minutes?
I mean,
Yeah, he was on the shitter on his phone or
Yeah.
something.
Nah, fam, you better get somebody else to sit on that front door.
I'm just saying, man. I go to the restroom and it takes me, I'm in there 20 minutes.
You get-
At work?
playing Flappy Bird. Yeah, dude.
Oh, you got a Flappy Bird phone?
Dude, except when I do it at work now.
They make $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company's time.
Hey, you guys want to hear a story about the one time I shit at work?
Yep, let's go.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, let's go.
We're already there.
We got a guy who cleans drains who's shit at work.
So I was working. So I was working at a customer's house, and I really had to shit. I was sick, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so it just like it hit me, and it was like it's now or never.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, like I'm either going in my pants right here, or like I got to figure something out, right? But I obviously can't do it at the customer's house. Like their drain's not working, so. I'm like, all right, so here's what I do. All right. I tell the customer, I'm like, I'll be right back. I got to grab a couple things out of my work truck. And I just like sprint into my work truck. I have a 5-gallon bucket. I throw a trash bag in it real quick, back of my work van, and I just let loose, bro.
Well, but that's some MacGyver stuff right there. But
Dude.
you had to do something.
Dude, I had no choice. Like it was literally like there was nothing. I had no other options. There wasn't drive to a gas station. There was nothing else I could do in this
I've
situation.
got so many questions, but
All right,
I don't
yeah.
know if I want the answers.
Yeah, go ahead.
How'd you wipe?
Well, so I have towels, like paper towels, and I've got all that shit
Okay.
if I have to clean up stuff.
Okay.
That's the biggest
and then,
question.
And then obviously, like I have like hand sanitizer wipes and stuff like that, so I can clean my hands
Okay.
and stuff like that.
you walked there, she was like,
Did you throw the bag in their trash can?
And their trash can? No.
Okay.
I tied it up. It's a
Okay.
big black trash bag.
Okay,
I
okay.
tied it up, left it in the back of my van because you got to understand, like in my mind, I'm like, man, I got other people's shit in the back of my van, so why can't I have my shit in the back of my van?
Hey.
Like literally, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Dude, it was I haven't done it since, but
you're not the first.
no, and
Won't be
I
the
actually we have an employee I know specifically. His wife bought him a toilet seat that fits on a 5-gallon bucket.
That's smart.
Hey.
Yeah, so like if he ever has to do it, he has like a legit toilet seat to sit on.
You,
I
you
thought-
know what your next Christmas present is gonna be.
Well, so
Yes.
I thought I was like, ooh, you know what I should do? Is like next time I'm replacing a customer's toilet, I'll just leave the toilet on my van, put like a black trash bag under it, and then I have an actual toilet to shit in. And I was like, oh. And then I can just like pour water down it and everything will be fine.
Let me know how that goes.
Right,
I'm not gonna do it, but I could.
I mean, who's going to stop you? If
No,
you gotta-
myself. Like I'm gonna stop myself from doing that. That's not like that wasn't a situation like I was proud to be in. You
Oh
know what
yeah, I
mean?
know, but you were sick. I mean, I would have been the same thing. It's either that or like poop in your yard like a dog or
Oh,
something.
dude, that's what I mean. Like this was the most dire situation I've ever been in my life.
And
Yeah,
Usually, like I'm one of those people that like I can hold it.
yeah.
No, it was just like, oh, my stomach. Oh no, like it was instant. I don't even think I ate anything that day. So like,
You were really trying not
yeah,
to.
dude. So like, it wasn't solid. All right, now we're getting too much into this. It was a bad time. Oh, I had like Simple Green, like or like fantastic, like some cleaner that I poured in the trash bag too. So like, hopefully, like
The scent.
yeah,
Right.
just like kill some of it, but
that's
man,
fair. I mean,
it was still bad.
It just sounds to me like the times when like you sick.
He was
you
like,
gotta
"Let me
choose
take-
it.
Yeah.
Let me take my time in this customer's house today,
Dude,
so they're
but like I had to like I was like, how am I gonna explain this to the customer though? Because like I was in there for like 10, 15 minutes. Like it was
It would have been worse if your van just drove away.
well, but then I walked back into the customer's house with nothing. I told him like, yo, I gotta go out to my van to get something, and I just came back with nothing.
You took a couple tools in your pocket.
You
so that
could have
you-
just been like,
they were
"Never
all
mind."
already in the house.
There wasn't nothing in the van you could bring in and be like,
Not that would make sense.
Hey, you're the professional here. Whatever you bring in is for work. It could be a pencil. I need this.
Hey, Duran, so I got a little crazy fact for you.
Ooh.
It's something real small. I promise over the last few weeks I've ruined animals for people.
You ruined what?
Don't
I've
stop
ruined
till you get
animals
enough.
for people.
You said aminals.
I said animals.
You said
Aminals.
You'll
animals.
hear it when we play back.
You said animals.
Yo,
You
hold
said
on.
aminals.
You know what's
I said
funny?
animals.
You know what's funny though is like if people knew like how often in real life we have this exact conversation. I'm like, you said this, and you're like, I said this.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, like,
I'll never admit it, even if I
happens
know.
all the time.
But hit me with that crazy fact though.
All right. So the word Pacific Ocean, every sea in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently.
How? Because when we say specific and Pacific, it's really similar. It's really hard to differentiate because I thought you said specific.
What?
But
What?
every
What
every
the hell
word-
did you just say?
He knows what I'm talking about.
I get what you're saying. But if you literally just say Pacific Ocean,
yes,
They are.
Pacific
every single
Ocean.
sea has a different
Pacific Ocean. That's crazy.
That's wild. I feel like I just cussed too saying Pacific Ocean. See?
Yo, that's one of my biggest pet peeves though. It's like I'll be talking to somebody and they're like, "Well, if I could be more Pacific," and I'm like,
See, that's what I'm saying.
"I know, but like,
Pacifically.
yeah, Pacifically," and like I'm like, dude, I'm one of those people who like I can't control my face. So if you say something stupid, my face is gonna tell you that you said something stupid,
Yep.
and I have no control over that.
The funny part is I just seen something like that on Facebook, literally talking about that with the difference between Pacific and specific. And somebody was like, "You should be more Pacific," and he turned into a puddle of water.
Oh,
Yo.
man.
All right, you think that fact is crazy though? I got a crazier fact for you.
Okay, lay it on us.
This is
Let's see.
all right. So cousins, okay. So cousins whose parents are identical twins. So,
Okay.
you know, if I have to explain this to people, like if your mom and your cousin's mom are twin sisters,
Your
right?
mom and your aunt.
You're right. They share 25% of their DNA. So instead of the usual 12.5% of DNA, so full siblings share 50%.
Okay.
Half siblings share 25%.
Okay.
So children of identical twins, while legally cousins, are more genetically equivalent to being half siblings.
Yeah.
That's quick math right there.
You know what's crazy is I just had this conversation today.
Did you really?
What is happening?
Not necessarily that portion of it, but there was I don't know if it was Maury, if it was Jerry Springer, I don't know what it was, but what happened was two sets of twins,
Oh,
twin brothers and twin sisters, identical,
Uh-huh.
were dating, not like a foursome, but
Right. No,
like-
I get you. Yeah.
yeah, and then both of them planned and had kids at the same time.
okay.
And the kids were technically considered siblings because each set of they could have been interchangeable. Kids look just alike too.
That's wild.
So I have twin sisters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I have one of my sisters has kids. The other one does not. But once she does, their kids are gonna be closer to siblings
and
than
cousins.
they are gonna be to cousins. That's crazy to me.
That is
So
crazy.
could we say that one of your twin sisters who doesn't have kids is their second mom?
Well, I don't know if you can say that.
She hasn't earned it. She
Dude,
didn't go
I don't
through
know,
labor.
man.
Listen, this is America where men make all the decisions.
That's right.
That's right.
Preach.
We're kidding.
Hell yeah,
Women-
brother.
Women make the decisions
We're
on their
not kidding.
bodies.
Man, you're soft. All right.
Say what you want. I live in a house full of women.
So do I. Well, I got one son. He's one. Although he makes all the decisions.
Keeping the chains alive. Proud of you, brother.
Dude.
That's right.
Dude, I'm telling you. Because like I was about to say I only have one dad. What I meant to say is my dad only had one boy. He didn't have any brothers or sisters, or he didn't have any brothers. He only had sisters. So it's just like generation. There's only one. We're just like barely fucking keeping this thing going. And
He gets the lucky shot off. Bang.
yeah, and
got
like,
a boy in
dude,
there.
I was worried.
But-
I remember I was like 14 years old, and my dad sat me down and was like, "Swear to God, 14 years old." He has this conversation with me. He's like, "When you have a child, you have to have a boy. You have to keep the family name going." I'm like, do I have a choice in that?
I was like,
Oh.
like you could control it. Like let me set my boy monitor.
Yeah. Okay, but like it is.
I was gonna
like,
say your sister has 2 boys, but I guess
yeah, that's not. It's got to
the
come
family name is
right. Yeah, and now my wife's pregnant again, and it's another girl. So like I just
Man.
barely got there.
Meanwhile, this guy has 2 boys.
I know.
Oh yeah, we shooting boys and nothing but boys.
You ain't got any girls?
No, I don't want a daughter. And
You don't?
Michael rips me to shreds for
'Cause
not
you don't know what
wanting
you're
a
missing.
I don't want a daughter.
Why?
I've never wanted. I never sat down and was like, I want a daughter. Now, what I will say is because he has daughters, I thoroughly enjoy their company. So I would entertain potentially having a daughter.
Dude, it's so different. Like it's
It
so
is.
crazy how having a daughter changes you than like compared to having a son.
I'm not ready.
I literally would not change it for the world. And it's funny because when we had our daughter, our first daughter, I was a little bummed out. Like I was like I wanted a boy, you know what I mean? I wasn't bummed out in that like I was still
No,
excited,
I get
obviously.
you.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
Yeah.
Right? But like, dude, the minute she got here, just like it literally flips your whole world upside down, but in a good way. But but you know what's crazy to me is like people who don't want kids at all.
Yeah, that's a special kind of.
I don't know.
That's a lonely existence. Why would you want to not?
I mean,
have children?
I'm not like judging people that don't want kids or anything like that. Obviously, like that's their choice. But man, they're missing out on like they're missing out on so much good times.
True.
Man,
Dude, like
true.
every holiday now is like enhanced. You know what I mean? Because like Christmas, let's just like the biggest holiday, right? Christmas, for example. Like once you reach a certain age, it's just kind of another day, right? Like it's still Christmas,
Yeah,
but
you
like
give a gift,
you're
but there's
not getting like the gifts and stuff like
It's
that
not
that
fun.
you used to get. Right? Yeah. It's just like at some point it just becomes like a get together with your family, which is cool, right?
right.
But when you have kids, man, like, and you get to experience them opening their gifts and stuff like that, dude, it's just a whole nother level.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the people without kids are in Maui, on the beach,
Okay.
hanging out.
Yes.
I feel so bad for them.
But
Well, you know what? Honestly, they want kids. That's gonna be the next video. The people who say they don't want kids secretly want kids because they get your kids and they never want to give them back. Give me my kids
Yeah.
back.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
have some kids,
I-
and you won't have that problem.
Yeah.
I think there are some people who love being like aunt, uncle, and then here, take your kid back, and I'm gonna go do what I want to do for me. So,
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Speaking of me,
You.
I got
Me?
some multiple choice questions for y'all.
Okay, A B C D.
Okay, so
I wasn't good at multiple choice.
that's okay. This one's really easy. Let me explain how
Okay.
it goes. All right, so I'm gonna name off options one by one.
Okay.
You can only pick 3 of them, and you have to answer whether you want to keep it or give it away immediately. Right?
Mhm.
So
What's the scenario?
that's where we at.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You just won a brand new island, and you're moving there, but you can only take 3 of the following 6 selections.
Okay, so it's my island, my private island.
Your own island.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And we're gonna say big enough to, fit the United States, but it's an island.
That's a goddamn big island, my
It
sir, and I
is.
only get 3 things?
You can pick 3 of the following 6
is a-
things.
all
okay?
right.
All right.
You're making me do math.
All right. So number 1,
Uh-huh.
$1 million cash.
No.
I'm leaving that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Are we just like answering like impulse, like
Yeah.
initial reaction?
You say initially, are you gonna keep it or are you gonna leave it?
Because like my thing,
I know why he.
yeah, like it's in cash though. It's not like on a debit card. Like
No, it's $1 million cash.
I'm leaving that.
yeah,
You-
there's if I'm assuming I'm not leaving the island. So,
But
fuck.
you may have to barter, trade. do
With
some-
who? It's my island.
Yeah, but countries trade with each other.
I'm not a
in
country.
another country. Yeah.
Still.
What am I gonna do with $1 million on an island I already
All right,
own?
all right. I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. And you saying leave it too?
Yeah.
Okay. A brand new car of your choosing.
I probably
I'll
would
take
take
it.
that because
I'll
I need
take
to traverse the island. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I
walk
need to get around the
everywhere.
island.
All right, so y'all both got your first one. Wife and kids.
I'm bringing them.
You laughed a little too hard for that.
I just thought it was fun. I'm bringing my wife and kids.
I had a moment of clarity. I'm gonna bring them too.
All right, so you're both 2 down. Food and water to last the next 10 years. Ooh, this is where it gets tough.
Yeah, this is where it gets really tough.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm also gonna leave it.
Okay. Your 3 closest friends and their significant others.
No. Next.
You answered that too quickly. I'm glad I'm number 4 on that list.
Wow. I don't know. I
No,
like.
everything was Gucci until you said and their significant other.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's too many people.
Now he has a very
United
valid.
States size island.
Nah.
He has a very valid point there.
Wait, do they get to bring their money?
No.
Ooh, can they
You're
pay
just
me
You're
rent?
just bringing them.
Can they pay me rent?
You're adding too much.
All
Yeah.
right.
So you both say no?
I'm gonna have to go and say no with this one because he kind of validated that.
So you guys are you have to go with this last one.
Oh God.
Okay. Somebody, anyone in the world
Uh-huh.
who is technologically advanced and can help build a new country for you.
Yeah. All right.
So
I just have no way of paying him.
I mean, you don't have to pay him. He lives on an island and gets free food and shelter at this point
Oh, yeah,
to help build this island up.
Yeah.
that's where it's going then.
So we both agreed on everything.
Pretty
Saying
much.
we're bringing a car,
Yep.
wife and kids,
Yep.
Yep.
smartest person alive.
Yep. To make this island into its own country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Which actually works out because then you get your own currency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm happy.
I don't
with
need to
that.
bring food because we're on an island. I can fish for food.
Yeah.
I assume there's probably some sort of wildlife out there. Water. This dude is now the smartest person alive, so he can filter that water for me. So
Aqueduct system and all that good stuff.
yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I mean,
I tried to get you. I really tried to get y'all.
I am sad I had to leave my friends behind.
I
like
am too.
I like companionship, but when you bring significant others, it muddies the waters.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve didn't have friends.
What
And look what happened.
So how would you have done that?
That wasn't the part of it. You
Well,
know?
No. Now I'm
No.
asking
Yeah,
you.
you're getting
That is the
asked.
part of it. This is our podcast.
I would have brought $1 million cash, my wife and kids, and then someone who's technologically advanced.
Technologically advanced.
Yeah.
See, here we go.
See, but no, that's okay. Like I don't really feel like that's that different than what we said.
Yeah.
Because now you got $1 million cash, right? But you got a guy who can build you a car. We're assuming.
Yeah.
So,
I only brought the cash because I need to trade with the USA.
well, here's the thing. That guy, like, he changes the whole dynamic of everything. It honestly doesn't matter what way you go about this as long as you have him.
Right.
Oh yeah, we're Dr. Stone in this all the way. I don't know if you guys ever seen that show,
No.
but yeah, he literally built everything from scratch by
How
using
old
science.
are you?
Dr. Stone.
Smart enough to know how to survive on an island. We
So,
in
but
there.
really-
Wait, hold
'cause-
on. How old are you? Smart enough to know how to survive on an island.
You see how I
but
pointed
really,
that?
y'all took a car to an island.
Well,
How
you
you
said
gonna
it-
put gas in it?
That's what he's for.
Yeah, he'll figure it out.
Like
yeah, y'all.
Lips-
But y'all went out on the limb because if he wasn't there, y'all would have 1 tank of gas, and then now you got this expensive ass car that can't do anything.
Eh,
I mean,
I'll go
tomato,
steal
tomato.
It's shelter.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I mean, yeah. If you get a H3 Hummer, you got space back there.
yeah. I'm
All
not
right.
worried about it. I think I could figure that part out.
Yeah, let's get
A
a
little
mystery
bit.
machine. Have a van.
So I'm really thinking of adding that to their, every couple of weeks, just throwing in a couple of multiple choice with Michael on y'all. So
I enjoy that. What you guys let us know what you think. If you would like that, I enjoyed that. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be.
yeah,
Kind of like. Never mind.
we can toughen it up some. Make death one of those multiple choice.
And here we go.
Speaking of death,
hold on, no. I've got a coworker who like every time he calls me, he'll like anything he talks about is related to like death or like it's sexual, and I'm just like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Is
that's not cool.
He's like 21 though, so he's like young and just like
is this the same guy who says "I love you" to you?
yes.
Wow.
No, dude. Every time I get off the phone, like whenever we hang up, he's like, "I love you," and then he hangs up real quick so that I can't say anything.
I feel like he actually loves you, and
He
he's just
might.
letting you know.
I'm a very lovable person.
But
You are.
we were on the topic of death.
No,
Right?
we weren't.
No.
Why?
Why did somebody have to die every episode?
Just
Oh,
Just-
is this
yes, it is.
is this?
This is Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
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 We've arrived.
Am I the asshole for not punishing my 7-year-old daughter for her play relationship?
I want to know how this
we
equates
go.
with death.
It doesn't. I was just
Oh,
messing
Jesus
with you.
Christ, man!
Wow.
Come on.
Should have just left it there.
All right. My husband and I have a 7-year-old daughter together.
Oh, your
Layla.
husband and you? That's lovely.
A few months ago, Layla got a boyfriend, Lucas. They're both 7, so it's obviously not a real relationship. They just hold hands sometimes, and they drew each other hearts for Valentine's Day.
That's adorable.
This week, Layla was apparently holding hands with another boy
Scandalous.
who also sent Layla a Valentine's Day love letter.
Oh.
And Lucas took offense to it. We found out because Lucas's parents called us to tell us Lucas won't be coming over on Sunday like it was originally planned because he is mad at Layla.
So he's not coming to the tea party.
My husband wants us to punish Layla and wants me to have a talk with her about faithfulness.
Wow. Wow.
At first, I thought he was joking, but no, he was serious. He says that Layla cheated on Lucas,
Oh my god.
and I, as her mother, should do something about it. I told my husband that Layla is 7, not a cheater, and I won't treat her as such. He then accused me of raising a cheater and encouraging the bad behavior. So am I the asshole for not wanting to punish Layla?
No. That doesn't even make
This
sense.
is the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
I probably should have read this before.
Like, yo,
What?
it's an imaginary, like, boyfriend at this point. And, like, how did you
Oh,
catch them
man.
holding hands?
This is a pass a no check, yes or no. Am I your boyfriend girlfriend type
Hey,
relationship?
this dad is 100% faithful at all times.
Yo,
Dude,
he
right.
has PTSD, and he definitely brought that into this situation.
yeah,
that's
no
what it was.
shit, dude.
100%.
I didn't
This
even
dude-
think of that. Yeah, he was.
This dude is like, my 7-year-old daughter is a cheater,
Yo,
and you are raising a cheater.
what if the wife was the cheater?
Somebody cheated on him when he was
Yeah,
7.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They
that's-
definitely have
yeah.
a joint Facebook account.
Yeah. Like, he's like, yeah, you cheated, and now she's cheating.
Yeah.
You see what you did? Now you go talk to her about what you
She's the
started.
product of the raise at home.
Man, just imagine this guy was 7 years old and he got the little check mark that said yes, and he's excited. And he's like, hey guys, I'm dating Kayla today, right? We're going to say Kayla instead of
Okay.
Layla. I'm dating Kayla. And then he walks out to recess, and Kayla's on the playground with Eddie running around and playing. And he's just like,
Yo, Eddie shared his cookies with Kayla.
he drops the letter on the ground in slow motion, and then you just hear it just doom.
Yo, the
Dude.
wind blows it away slowly, and he starts to cry. His friends are like,
Kayla's like, it's not what it looks like. It's just a cookie.
Bro, so
do you think
no,
she shared
she's-
her apple slices with him at lunch?
obviously she's not an asshole. Like, I can't believe her husband was like, "You're raising a
You're
cheater."
raising the cheater.
Like, what?
Bro.
I wouldn't even be taking that relationship serious enough to even dial in like that.
Well, here's my
No.
thing.
Honestly, hold on. If we're being honest, the type of person I am,
Yep.
I would be like, I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone.
Oh, that's how you
Don't
would be.
mess with me with this stupid
Oh,
nonsense.
See, I wouldn't be like that.
No.
First off, the type of person I am, I'm gonna be like, he's her friend, but ain't no way in hell my 7-year-old got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, that ain't sitting right with me. Me and my wife get into these conversations all the time, and she's just like, they're just playing like it's like when they play house. My daughters don't play house.
No, this a new time.
Yo, I said I hope my daughter grows up to be a lesbian. 'Cause I don't want to deal with dudes, man. Like, that's not something I'm ready
They
for.
can get their heart broke just as badly.
Who? Well, I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Like, I assume she's gonna get her heart broke. Like, it's something like we all have.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
know what
but
I mean?
like, you know, if a 20-year-old breaks my daughter's heart, he can catch these hands. If a 20-year-old lesbian breaks my daughter's heart, I'm kind of like, hey, Brittany, go throw some hands.
Dude,
It's up to her
But that's
to
the
make
thing.
that
When my
decision
daughter's
for me.
20, I'm gonna be too old to really want to be fighting anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be more than happy to not have to whoop somebody's
I guess-
ass.
See, I had my kids earlier, so you know. When,
Yeah.
When my kids turn 20, I'm still under 50.
Yeah, like how?
Okay, Mike
Hold on,
Tyson.
I think I'm still gonna be under 50. Let me do this quick math real quick. My daughter's 5, 15
15
years. Barely.
you pushing it.
It's
You-
gonna be real fucking close.
Hey, watch your step now, buddy. Right there.
And
Oh, man.
also, who's saying I won't throw hands with a lesbian?
I was gonna say that, but I'm like, you know what?
Equality.
Yo,
I-
what
I'm-
if my daughter's into women that look like me?
like,
You like, hey,
I was like, what was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I saw the dude from Green Mountain trying to sit on my daughter's back, so I clipped the earring on and hit her.
Oh my god, dude!
the dude from the
I don't-
Green
and
Mile.
this vaguely reminds me of this post that my wife tagged me in earlier. Though it was this dude. He said, "My daughter said, Daddy, we're not friends with Brooklyn anymore because she said I dress weird."
Oh,
He says, "So no question asked. Now I got beef with a 4-year-old
Definitely.
and her father." And he's
Definitely.
like, "I don't make the rules."
Yeah.
yeah, that's that
But
life.
that's the thing, right? You have to you also got beef with her father,
Right.
Because if you just got beef with a 4-year-old, that's a little weird.
That
You
is.
gotta have beef with the father also.
Whole family.
Yeah, everybody can catch these hands at this point.
Now your kid has you doing weird stuff like, Sarah's dad and her are gonna make cookies and they're gonna be cinnamon, so we have to make chocolate chip cookies with sprinkles. Anything you want, honey.
Hold on, I'm a fat ass, but I've never had chocolate chip cookies with sprinkles.
That actually sounds good.
Hey,
Next episode, Duran's bringing them.
hey, it's on. I'm a skinny fat guy. Well, I'm not so skinny anymore. But yeah,
So,
No, she's not the asshole.
she's not the
no,
asshole.
not at
No.
all. No.
As a matter of fact, husband's the asshole.
Yeah,
for
that
Yeah.
whole
doing this so
situation
much.
shouldn't even exist. If
He,
we're being
he's
quite
not even
honest.
a
Like,
team player.
Layla's an asshole for cheating on Lucas.
Yeah, Layla, a little.
Whoa.
This is that part where like the filter just doesn't kick in, and I just say shit.
And
You're
We'll
supposed to
bleep-
stop me.
You know
bleep
what?
that out.
They used to
We
say,
can bleep that
they
out.
used to say crazy stuff back in the day anyway. You demon child. I was like, whoa.
That
They
don't
used to
seem
get
as
it.
crazy as me calling a 7-year-old
I mean, you pretty high up there.
Man, now I gotta bleep that out too. Damn it! Just stop saying it.
Hold on. Hey, at what age is it where like you would take that serious?
As a the cheating.
Well, yeah, like
Well, once I allowed my daughter to have a boyfriend.
so like 34, 35.
No, I think we've had this conversation that she can date around 16, 17,
I was thinking.
as long as we're like comfortable.
Is this like are you gonna be like a chaperone? Like, are you gonna?
100%.
No.
No, you
No.
are.
Yeah, if I had a daughter, I would definitely be
You don't
chaperoning.
though. So
Wow.
I know, but if I did, I would chaperone because, you guys going to the movies. I'm just back there. You guys are up there. I'm not going to be in your business, but you're not about to go nowhere by yourself.
It's 16 or 17.
Nah, I would allow my kid to like or talk to someone maybe around middle schoolish. In high school, then we'll call it dating. But middle school, you're going to start having feelings or feeling some type of way. So I'll try to compromise with you because I'm crazy.
That's the problem.
There's parts of me that's like really glad like how lenient my parents were with us growing up, and then like parts of me where I'm like, man, I wish they would have been just a little more strict on things because I probably wouldn't be so fucking stupid now.
You know, my parents had some leniency. When it came to the boyfriend girlfriend, they weren't too strict on us.
They didn't care if you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
No, but my sister, they were strict on her. I think it was more so she had 4 brothers. In the
I
house
think
with
it's
her.
I think like there definitely is like a stigma against girls in dating and stuff like that
Yeah.
than there is with guys.
The double
Do you-
standard.
So
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
think that's
very much
unfair
so.
then?
I didn't say that. I just said that it was existing.
I know. I'm just asking. Do you
I mean,
think
being
it's
a
unfair?
girl dad,
No.
yeah,
Being a girl dad, you think it is?
I think it is unfair.
No, you don't.
I think little boys need to not have girlfriends until my daughter's able to have a boyfriend.
That does not.
Don't put that pressure on her.
That does
don't
not work
try.
that way, sir.
Don't try at all.
I don't like. How old were you when you had like your first like girlfriend?
Damn it.
Well,
If you can remember,
he was there for that.
I would hope he was there for the first time he had.
Was
a
that my
girlfriend.
7th grade, 8th grade?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was definitely in middle school. I would say I had a girlfriend before him, so I was like in
Yeah.
6th grade.
You know what's funny is like my first girlfriend is now my wife.
What? Explain that.
It's just like so we grew up together,
Okay.
and I would say she was like my first like real girlfriend.
Okay.
And then like we grew up, split apart, whatever, did what your thing, but then we got back to we kind of like reconnected with each other. And,
You
and
cheating
now
whore.
What?
You
No.
cheated
It's
on her
automatically
for
your
13
fault.
years, and then she forgave you and you came back.
It might have been like 13. No, I don't think it's. But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah,
So you had like the real Romeo and Juliet story minus the death.
and the underageness, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
that's a big part of it.
Yeah,
And-
So how
don't skip over that part.
How old were y'all when y'all started dating?
Probably like 13.
That could
So
have
like
been
we
a
were both
real-
like the same. I think maybe I was like 14 and she was 13.
That could
Okay.
have been a real romantic story at your wedding had you been like, Ashley's my first girlfriend and now she's my wife.
None of those other girls mattered. It was all about you.
That's
Whoa,
true.
whoa. That's where you mess it up and it's not romantic anymore.
Oh.
Just
Don't
Don't
less
even
is
mention
more.
them at all.
Just be like, my first girlfriend is now my wife. And
That-
then let everyone think that you guys have been together since 13.
yeah, but then I seem like
they're-
a loser.
They're gonna ask you, and you're gonna. If you would have added the none of the other girls mattered, they would have been like, you know what, Glenn, you have a heart of gold, and I'm glad she chose you.
Yeah,
You guys are meant to be locked in forever.
that's what it is. That's exactly what Michael said at my wedding. That was verbatim.
Verbatim, word for word. It's like you pulled it right out of my phone. Speaking
Well.
of, though, no, that's not what I said.
No.
I gave them a performance review
Yeah,
because they both work for me. So it was like their performance review at work. But I think the funniest part about your whole wedding was that her cousin kept coming up and smacking me on my ass and going, "Best speech of the night."
Was she
Which
drunk?
one? Which cousin?
I've never met
Billy?
him before in my life, but no, it wasn't Billy.
Josh.
It was someone from out of town. I had to ask her. I was like, "Who the hell is this guy who keeps like every time like I the whole wedding I was looking for him to make sure he didn't come up and slap ass me. He was just walking up, slap ass.
Oh,
Me
he had
and
the-
Sean.
Did he have the cowboy hat?
Yeah,
Or
me and
he
Sean.
may
And
not
he just
have been.
walk up and slap us on the ass, and then he'd be like, "Best speech of the night, man. Nobody's even came close." And I was just like,
so he's married to her cousin.
okay.
So
I'm like,
yeah,
I thought it was a decent speech. But I
Dallas.
thought her mom. That's what.
Dallas,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what she said.
yeah, Dallas.
And I'm just like, I don't want to fight at y'all wedding, but it's only so many slap asses on the
So
table.
if you,
Yo.
had, if you had to count, how many did you get?
You know
about
what's-
4 or 5.
You know what's crazy that happened at my wedding? Like, I think it was you that told me some like random chicks just strolled up and started drinking our beer at our wedding.
Yeah.
Really? They just came in?
Literally just walked in.
Wow.
Apparently, they were a bachelorette party that was doing something at the bar across the street,
Mhm.
but just strolled over and just started drinking the beer out of the bar at our wedding.
But they didn't come in. They came in one by one. So like
It was
the first
plans.
girl went in and she just walked straight up to the bar, poured her a beer, and then or got a beer and then went out. And then the next girl came in, and as she's coming in, like Glenn's cousin looks at her and he's like, "Are you part of the wedding party?" And she was like, "Yeah." He was like, "What's their names?" And then she just started laughing, and he was like, "No, F this." He grabs it from her. So you gotta go,
Dude,
And then
yeah,
she
he
just
stepped
laughed,
off and
and he
just like kicked them all out.
kicked 'em
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
That's savage. Your family, they're thugs, but they're cool. I like
Oh
that.
no! If you met this cousin, he's not necessarily a thug, but
He's
He
thugs
just
for-
doesn't
he-
care.
was
He's
with-
thugs
yeah.
for that though. That's
Yeah.
cool.
for that night,
Yeah.
he's a super nice guy, and that's why I was surprised that he did it, because like I felt like Chris is pretty chill and like
Yeah,
and when he did it, I was just like, oh damn, I was supposed to be bodyguard for the night,
right. Yeah,
and I was saving the kids.
yeah. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, we should probably wrap this up. I feel like this episode has been going on for quite a while.
Yeah, this is
Do either one of you have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Nothing on the old noggin for me. What
No.
about you?
yeah. I just need everybody to like, comment,
Yes.
share, subscribe.
Yes, we are so close to getting the amount of subscribers, followers we need on Spotify to be able to monetize this whole thing so
Yeah.
that we can continue to do this for you guys.
And I'm gonna say it now. The day that we get 100, we're gonna come into a podcast. I don't care what day it is. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're gonna drop everything that day, and we're gonna do one.
Do a live
Special.
a live podcast?
We might.
Might. Yeah. I'd be
We
da-
we can go live and do it.
How are we going to live on what? Facebook?
We can do Facebook. TikTok won't let us yet.
No, we need 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys would go to our what's our TikTok, Michael?
That guy and this guy.
What's our YouTube, Michael?
That guy and this guy.
What's our Spotify?
That guy and this guy.
Just search that guy and this guy. You'll see a picture of that guy and this guy just in a cartoon form.
And know that from this episode on, it includes this guy too.
Yes.
I'm the circle that's around them.
But before we go, I do want to specifically say we are about to do a video specifically for TikTok. It's something I think you guys should watch.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty funny.
I have no idea what it is. but
It's
we're
kind
gonna
of,
do it.
you know what? Let me tell you guys what it is because I want you guys to go. It's kind of going back to our roots. It's going
Ooh.
back to our roots a little bit. When we first started our That Guy, This Guy channel, it was, we would try weird foods, do food challenges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going back to our roots a little bit. I don't know if you know this, but Hidden Valley Ranch came out with an ice cream.
I did see that.
Yo.
So we're about to try some Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream
Oh,
over
yeah.
on the TikTok.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys want to see our reaction, the only place to see that is going to be on TikTok.
Let's go.
exclusives. Help us help you. Make us great.
Y'all
That-
know
that-
what time it is. We can't let them leave
Oh, yeah.
without the late night.
Ooh, hit me with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of That Guy and This Guy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, and come back next week on Spotify. Good night.